Trying and hurry. And he's trying to the outside. Is Ethan going to give him that? He's going to brake late. Can Andre try a cutback? No, not yet. He'll be brave to go on the lead. Looking for the lead. Vetro takes the lead here. And now red timesing and hits him. Does almost hit him.
I thought he was going to then, but he moved. I think he moved over.
The inside goes DJ. Does he make the move? No, he backs out of it. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he definitely doesn't. Well, down the inside goes Mateo. There we go. Back down the inside. Have that one, Tom. So now he's going to go around the inside again, isn't he? If he goes down the inside again, I'll be bonkered. No, you can't. That's going to end the contact. No, it's on side, and then backs out of it. Oh, he runs wide. Oh, he's going to go down the inside. That's Alonso. There was Alonso the Massa. Oh, that's Ferrari around this corner. Here we are then for the Belgium Grand Prix. 5 lights. Go! And Barry gets a fantastic start. Ethan left, trolling behind there. And further back, Ethan already going defensive at turn 1. Down the inside comes one of the BMWs now. And almost taps the side of the Mercedes further back. Carnage going on there. And I believe they all get through cleanly at turn 1 this time. Ferrari though, he's going to have a look down the inside. Down the inside goes Ferrari. Covering off goes the Ferrari. Round the outside goes it forgets. Well, this is bonkers down the back. Well, talk about great racing to end the year. But again, not good enough there. It's this track. He's going to try on the outside. Runs wide. And he's going to be side by side. Is Salita going to try down the inside? They're going to make contact or not?
Vector's ran off the track. Yes. Vector did run off the track there, but I don't think...
Get away with it.
He might just get away with it.
Going to make the move. Yes. Into the lead. Pulls alongside. Pulls ahead the Audi. Versus the Ferrari. And trying and hurry. And he's trying to the outside. Is Ethan going to give him that? He's going to brake late. Can Andre try a cutback? No, not yet. He'll be brave to go on the lead. Looking for the lead. Vetro takes the lead here. And now red timesing and hits him. Does almost hit him.
I thought he was going to then, but he moved. I think he moved over.
The inside goes DJ. Does he make the move? No, he backs out of it. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he definitely doesn't. Well, down the inside goes Mateo. There we go. Back down the inside. Have that one, Tom. So now he's going to go around the inside again, isn't he? If he goes down the inside again, I'll be bonkered. No, you can't. That's going to end the contact. No, it's on side, and then backs out of it. Oh, he runs wide. Oh, he's going to go down the inside. That's Alonso. There was Alonso the Massa. Oh, that's Ferrari around this corner. Here we are then for the Belgium Grand Prix. 5 lights. Go! And Barry gets a fantastic start. Ethan left, trolling behind there. And further back, Ethan already going defensive at turn 1. Down the inside comes one of the BMWs now. And almost taps the side of the Mercedes further back. Carnage going on there. And I believe they all get through cleanly at turn 1 this time. Ferrari though, he's going to have a look down the inside. Down the inside goes Ferrari. Covering off goes the Ferrari. Round the outside goes it forgets. Well, this is bonkers down the back. Well, talk about great racing to end the year. But again, not good enough there. It's this track. He's going to try on the outside. Runs wide. And he's going to be side by side. Is Salita going to try down the inside? They're going to make contact or not?
Vector's ran off the track. Yes. Vector did run off the track there, but I don't think...
Get away with it.
He might just get away with it.
Going to make the move. Yes. Into the lead. Pulls alongside. Pulls ahead the Audi. Versus the Ferrari. And trying and hurry. And he's trying to the outside. Is Ethan going to give him that? He's going to brake late. Can Andre try a cutback? No, not yet. He'll be brave to go on the lead. Looking for the lead. Vetro takes the lead here. And now red timesing and hits him. Does almost hit him.
I thought he was going to then, but he moved. I think he moved over.
The inside goes DJ. Does he make the move? No, he backs out of it. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he definitely doesn't. Well, down the inside goes Mateo. There we go. Back down the inside. Have that one, Tom. So now he's going to go around the inside again, isn't he? If he goes down the inside again, I'll be bonkered. No, you can't. That's going to end the contact. No, it's on side, and then backs out of it. Oh, he runs wide. Oh, he's going to go down the inside. That's Alonso. There was Alonso the Massa. Oh, that's Ferrari around this corner. Here we are then for the Belgium Grand Prix. 5 lights. Go! And Barry gets a fantastic start. Ethan left, trolling behind there. And further back, Ethan already going defensive at turn 1. Down the inside comes one of the BMWs now. And almost taps the side of the Mercedes further back. Carnage going on there. And I believe they all get through cleanly at turn 1 this time. Ferrari though, he's going to have a look down the inside. Down the inside goes Ferrari. Covering off goes the Ferrari. Round the outside goes it forgets. Well, this is bonkers down the back. Well, talk about great racing to end the year. Again, not good enough there. It's this track. He's going to try on the outside. One's wide, and he's going to be side by side. Is Salita going to try down the inside? They're going to make contact. They're not.
Vector's ran off the track. Yes. Vector did run off the track there, but I don't think
get away with it.
He might just get away with it.
Going to make the move. Yes. Into the lead, pulls alongside, pulls ahead the Audi, versus the Ferrari, and trying and hurry and hurry and hurry and hurry, and he's trying to the outside. Is Ethan going to give him that? He's going to brake late. Can Andre try a cutback? No, not yet. He'll be brave to go on the lead. Looking for the lead. Vetro takes the lead here, and now red timing and hits him. Does almost hit him.
I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to then, but he moved. I think he moved over.
The inside goes DJ. Does he make the move? No, he backs out of it. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he definitely doesn't. Well, down the inside goes Matteo. There we go. Back down the inside. Have that one, Tom. So now he's going to go around the inside again, isn't he? If he goes down the inside again, I'll be bonkered. No, you can't. That's going to end the contact. No, it's on side, and then backs out of it. Oh, he runs wide. Oh, he's going to go down the inside. That's Alonso. There was Alonso with the Massa. Oh, that's Ferrari around this corner. Here we are then for the Belgium Grand Prix. 5 lights. Go! And Barry gets a fantastic start. Ethan left trolling behind there. And further back, Ethan already going defensive at turn 1. Down the inside comes one of the BMWs now. And almost taps the... Trying and hurry and hurry and hurry and hurry. And he's trying to the outside. Is Ethan going to give him that? He's going to brake late. Can Andre try a cutback? No, not yet. He'll be brave to go on the lead. Looking for the lead. Vetro takes the lead here, and now red timing and hits him. Does almost hit him.
I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to then, but he moved. I think he moved over.
The inside goes DJ. Does he make the move? No, he backs out of it. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he definitely doesn't. Well, down the inside goes Matteo. There we go. Back down the inside. Have that one, Tom. So now he's going to go around the inside again, isn't he? If he goes down the inside again, I'll be bonkered. No, you can't. That's going to end the contact. No, it's on side, and then backs out of it. Oh, he runs wide. Oh, he's going to go down the inside. That's Alonso. There was Alonso with the Massa. Oh, that's Ferrari around this corner. Here we are then for the Belgium Grand Prix. 5 lights. Go! And Barry gets a fantastic start. Ethan left trolling behind there. And further back, Ethan already going defensive at turn 1. Down the inside comes one of the BMWs now. And almost taps the side of the Mercedes. Further back, carnage going on there. And I believe they all get through cleanly at turn 1 this time. Ferrari though, he's going to have a look down the inside. Down the inside goes Ferrari. Covering off goes the Ferrari. Round the outside goes it forgets. Well, this is bonkers down the back. Well, talk about great racing to end the year. Again, not good enough there. It's this track. He's going to try on the outside. One's wide, and he's going to be side by side. Is Salita going to try down the inside? They're going to make contact. They're not.
Vector's ran off the track. Yes. Vector did run off the track there, but I don't think
get away with it.
He might just get away with it.
Going to make the move. Yes. Into the lead. Pulls. Hello everybody and welcome to GAVRA Racing. My name is Evil Dragon XSL. Yes, I'm back here finally. It's been a long time. I'm done this commentary box by the last person I expected to see here for a while. It is my good old friend SRC. You remember, drove backwards around here a few years ago.
I did very well as well, in all fairness.
You did very good. You did a very good job here. Oh dear, Matteo's crashed.
Straight into the action.
Straight into the action now on the topic of incidents. And well, today we've got a lot of drivers. It's going to be beautiful here today. Of course, there's a beautiful track here. Sonoma, famed for not a lot. No, not a lot of action really. We found out though,
born the same year as me.
Yes, it is the same age as SRC, which is a blessing and a curse probably. One of them's good, one of them's not. Have a guess which one is.
Does that make me a golden oldie? Am I a golden oldie now?
Yeah, you are. This track half a century old, just like you. It's remarkable. And like you, this circuit is interestingly boring.
No, I'm not Steve Davis.
Yeah. It's but never mind that. We've got a lot of drivers here today, including a Comb that just got flung into space, and Vector 666.
I bet he flung it into space.
Yeah, no, I think it was the car ahead of him. I can't tell you which car it is, but let's see if we can find that out in a few minutes' time.
Could have been Flip, maybe. Not sure.
Find out. Let's go on that camera. Let's have run abroad here with Vetro here on the roof camera, coming to the start of what is this beautiful circuit here. He's got 3.1 litres of fuel, so we run aboard then, coming up the hill on the Toyota side. Almost a blind corner here, up the King. Now it's a quick right-hander, and then a long little down, up, and back to the pit lane. Never mind. Right, let's go look at Cass then. Here we go, up towards turn number 1. This time, we'll get a full lap. On then up to turn number 1. Yeah, I'm predicting a full lap. Here we go. On board Castor. Now come down the hill. Now, if you remember here, last time we raced here seasons ago, we had one of the greatest races of all time. We had actually SLC going the wrong way the last time we raced around here in GT3.
Claim to fame.
Yeah, claim to frame.
Easy for you to say.
Fame. Yeah, not easy to me to say, but yeah. Hasn't it? Coming down to this long left-hander. On the right is the scene of the near tragic accident. Now it's a quick little here.
Just there.
Yep, just there. And they'll be passing one of the Nissans there. There's the Nissan for this double right-hander then. Car switching around there up to 60, 70, 80 miles an hour then. Now it's almost a tricky kind of left, right, left, right, left, right. And a bit more left and a bit more right. But then it's the hairpin, of course. They come through this long flowing right-hander. Then they get the car back on the track. There's a little kick left and there's the last corner right. Remember Racing crashed here a few years ago heavily just there, actually, where that car has gone off ahead. That is one of the BMW, so I believe that would be Phoenix. Through the last corner comes Casnet.
Probably was actually.
Now building up the speed and then through the last little corner here. Careful of the wall sticking out the left side, it can absolutely obliterate you. And coming to the line, what can Cass do? The answer to that is, well, third position.
It looked pretty good though, didn't it? In all fairness, you didn't see a lot wrong with that in the terms of where he was and how he was doing. But Pirelli's under 130, which is quite astonishing. But then again, I've watched him now 2 or 3 times, and I thought Cash was brilliant. And in all fairness, Pirelli is amazing. In all fairness,
yeah, Pirelli definitely one of the best drivers in.
But the guy that I like, the guy that I liked was Flip, because he was in the academy with us, and in all fairness to him, he was really good. He stood out massively, along with Langboy Origins, but he's not racing with us this time round. But Flip, I thought could be a dark horse, not for first or second, but certainly getting the 3rd, 4th. I think he's pretty good. I think he'll be
in that Nissan.
Lovely GTR.
Yeah, the old GTR. Of course, talking about Academy, I can only think of one driver, I think, that I raced in the Academy, and it is Matteo. Used to run with, I think it was Nico, I think, and a few others, of course. This is the very first season of Academy. It is, I believe, streamed, by the way. You can find it on the GAVRA channel. Do feel free to like and subscribe to it. And hit that notification bell if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, by the way, well, I'll let Hoof say about that, because I don't know about Twitch.
Yep, we are now no Twitch. Freudian slip, of course. But as Mr. Evil Dragon then just said to you all, obviously for those of you that aren't aware, we are also broadcasting simultaneously on Twitch. Try spelling simultaneously after 5 pints in a pub, and you'll get a bonus point. But in the meantime, we are broadcasting on there, so if you want to watch us on Twitch and you want to watch us on YouTube simultaneously, then listen to both of us in quadruple stereo.
Yeah.
What more could you want? Thursday evening.
Yeah. Listening to 2 times Murray Walker is always better than 1. Well, Matteo in the last little corner there, driving, of course, teammates to Vectro, and have the last little corner here. Very tricky braking zone. The car comes around on the exit. You want to run as close as you can to the inside, then close as you can to the exit, but don't want to hit the wall exactly because, well, that wall is deadly on this track. It saves that little kick out there. Now, I was speaking to Vector earlier on, and he did say he had serious issues with the Lamborghini as Matteo goes, that was 5th position, and going to 6th position. Look at Vector, nice segue to him there. Now, let's go and ride on board with him if I can change the camera. There we are. Good old bonnet
He's in
camera.
6th at the moment. He's in 6th at the moment. But if you look at those timings, they're all pretty close. Apart from Pirelli, who's got like a 1.2 second lead over everybody else, blasting everyone out.
Apart from that, it's very close down to 2nd to 6th, and then a bit of a gap to Playboy, and then the rest kind of, well, opened up a little bit. Vector through the last little corner then. The car, of course, he was saying the car when it does switch around with him. I frankly have no idea what he's on about, and he asked me if I found a solution, and he's asking me if I found a solution. I don't know anything about cars. I do, but I don't know how to set cars up on this game. So I gave him no particular tip.
No, in all fairness, I would say he's not got a bad track record, has he? Ah, there we go. But this is a guy who impressed me massively. Hello Chaps has been really impressive. Certainly in race 2 when he won it. I know Cash made a bit of a mistake with his setup, but you can't take anything away from this guy. He was quite superb, to be fair, in that race. I think that was. Yeah. I'm not sure if that was his first GAVRA racing win. I'm a bit shocked that I'm not sure whether that was his first win or not. But in all fairness, he was quite imperious in that race.
He knew it was a very good result for him. Topic of Cass, he is back on circuit, by the way, now. He was in the pit lane a few moments ago. Hello, Chums, coming through this corner. Knows up down to about 2nd gear, maybe down into 1st if he wants, but you can run a little bit wider there. Now, on this exit here, you want to make sure you don't go too wide, because the track limits, on like you'd think, are very strict there. Behind him, I think that is flip-flop. It is. There we go. Let's switch to flip-flop there, driving in the background, driving the number 23 Nismo, of course. The Nissan is a Blancpain car. I know a few people who would like the word Blancpain here, but it's flopped through the last corner. Really impressive so far. First season in the full, well, in the big leagues, and currently 2nd in qualifying, at least 1.2 seconds behind the leader.
Quite a deceptive
still
car.
Just ahead of
most people tend to look at that car and think it's big and blocky, but I remember watching a program a couple of years ago talking about how they build this, and the Japanese guys who designed it, all their designers and technical guys, were all saying aerodynamics get blown out the window by the way that this car works. Unfortunately, it was mostly in Japanese, so I can't describe it. But the car speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. Mayo and the Ferrari does not improve. Now, we go to one car, the Nissan, to the Ferrari, of course, the prancing horse, in the beautiful red, white and blue, of course. Not green. If it was green, then I think it would have made more sense, but it's just red, white and blue, which is a shame.
There is one with a green livery, by the way, I
think it's a GTE car that has the green on it.
Yeah, you might be right there.
As there is the other Nissan. At the back is Phoenix, by the way, currently a grand total of 3.9 seconds off the pace there, but hopefully he can improve. He's got still another 11 minutes and 40 seconds to go here, and of course the beautiful BMW here, it's the M6, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head.
M6
I'm pretty certain it is. Yes, the M6, of course. Replacing the most dominant car in GAVRA history, the M3, of course. Dominated Season 2 of a grand total of almost... I think he almost lost it there, but of course, the M3, which is this, was the older brother, of course, the GT2 car, which was called the GT3 car, no wonder it dominated, piloted to the championship by, of course, the two people who are in this race right now, Cass and Vector, who, of course, piloted the car to the most wins, and of course, and it all came to that final race, where, unfortunately, let's not spoil it, you can go and watch it on the official GAVRA channel on YouTube. It will stream with me, Soup and Bowie.
I'd expect Phoenix to be getting certainly a fair bit higher up this ranking in terms of the start.
No.
He's usually quite a decent driver, although he has been given the kiss of death in the last couple of races. It's just not gone right for him so far. But his aim is always top 6.
Yeah, Cass second just a moment ago, 2 tenths off the leader.
Again under 130. Got to to say that's quite impressive. Again, you look at the rest of them. Take those two out of the equation for the moment, and then you've got Flip, Allo Champs, Matteo Vectro, obviously two teammates there. Those four then are pretty close together. Then you've got a bit of a gap to the guy you're watching here, which is Mayo 74R1. Hopefully he won't spread himself too thinly. Sorry, that's my worst joke of the day. Thought I'd get it out quickly. This is just wrong, isn't it?
And
yeah, and you've got to the right guy now.
Yeah,
exactly. that was really low. And it's that, wasn't it? Oh my god.
And then behind them they've got, of course, Pete, and then there's Phoenix as well. So that's interesting to see where these two go. Vectro. Oh my god! He is on a ragged edge there. How that car didn't go over, nobody will know, but that is pushing the car to the absolute limit.
I think an invisible hand just moved it back over.
Yeah, just about, of course. Project cars, do you remember, by the way, the cars really are sensitive to curbs, and Vectro backed off a bit there. I don't know. There's a car ahead, and that's
somebody
why.
going past?
No, I was waiting to let the car ahead there. Pirelli new fast lap, by the way, 3 tenths up the road.
That's just super impressive. You can't see anything. I know it says that in the standings here, but you can't see anything. Then Ferrari B team 1-2, barring events.
Of course, Allo Champs in 4th position, and now let's go to the man who is doing so well this season, cashing it.
Certainly is. In all fairness, you look at how he sets up his cars. I know they're Ferrari B team, and they said that these R8s are honorary Ferraris for this season. That is what he said. I'm not making it up.
Honorary Ferraris. And on the topic of Castanet, he does lead the championship, by the way. He's on 102 points right now this season, which is absolutely good to see. Castanet back on top, like he well always is whenever he races. He's on top. Allo Champs, of course, 2nd position in the season. There is Allo Champs in the beautiful porcelain. Vectro's 3rd with Flip Flop 4th. Pirelli is in 5th position. Pio in 6th. Pollux in 7th. Matteo and Ibrix, the two Italians, in 8th and 9th. Phoenix is in 10th, and then there's Pete Dibb, Mayo, Assar, Flayboy, Danger Dan, and Bort bring up the rear of this championship so far with 6 points, of course. Not a very good showing for him, but not here again.
So here we are with Allo Champs again. We're down to the last 7 and a bit minutes now. Whether people will try and push it a little bit more in the hope of trying to move themselves up the grid, getting onto the 2nd, 3rd, 4th row. As we're on board with Allo Champs here, coming down this back straight. This is what caught me out when it came to our GT4 race on Monday. We went down to the left.
Yes, the old course. Yeah, you did it many a times. I caught that. You really struggled in the GT4, by the way, I have to say. Having a few little spins.
It was. I tried to change my tyres, and for the 2nd race running...
You didn't?
No, so I went on 1 set of tyres all the way through, so the last 10 laps are an absolute disaster. But, hey, yes. Live and learn. Hopefully I won't do it next week. But so what's Allo Champs done there? 31.461.
Yes, 31.461 there. He's had a Vector, by the way. It's not the best performance of the person who's doing so well. And of course, we now got the opportunity, by the way, as I can read it in the good old on the stream. The old team standings, by the way, are Ferrari B and the Audis leading comfortably. And as I say that, they go away for me.
Yeah, that's always. You can guarantee that. You can guarantee that. It's abracadabra. Oh, somebody was just about to crash and then he decided to go back into the pits. This is one of the weirdest pit lanes ever, by the way. A little known fact.
Yeah, there's a kink in the pit lane.
The other thing that they used to do when they were racing here, because they only had so many spaces, I think there were 34, when they were having some of the NASCAR or whatever other races they used to have here, the other 10 cars used to have to go around the bend, the U-bend at the bottom. And because they were all there at the bottom, people couldn't get out the back because it wasn't built for that. Basically, if they went there and forgot anything, tough. So if the race actually started and that guy came into the pits and he needed something and they didn't bring it with him, that's it, they were done for. Not really very good.
Yeah, bit of a design flaw there, isn't it? By the way, Kaz has gone P1, by the way, 129.2. So a great lap by him, 2/10 ahead of Pirelli now. So those two already pushing it. Pirelli just leaves the pit lane. So, interesting to see what he can do.
That is mad. I've got to be fair, that is pace. Serious pace.
Yeah, they are now both 1.5 seconds up ahead of them.
Because if you notice now, they're starting to spread out a little bit more.
Obviously, yeah, a little bit. You'll want to, and then just massive gap.
Yeah, just a bit. It's top two, followed by 1.5 second gap then to Flip, who's half second ahead of Manio, who's ever so slightly ahead of Allo Champs. I think we've got Cash and Pirelli, one battle. Flip will be trying to hold on to the coattails as much as he can, assuming everything goes to plan.
And then just absolute carnage.
Yeah.
Down to like 6.
Under the bridge and into that first right-hander. I would imagine the Ferrari B guys might get away. That is where it happens. In fairness for us with GT4, there were only 1 or 2 issues there. It wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be. But you know what? If you're not in the front row of the grid, a good idea might be just to sit and wait for the carnage and then trundle your way through the mess. It might well be a good tactic to use.
It definitely could be a good tactic. Meanwhile, starting his lap time, by the way, is Pirelli. And do feel free to get in the chat, by the way. Do feel free to get commenting down below. It's a welcome to see your comments coming in. And hello to Buxton Boy in the chat, by the way, who's also in my ear as well. So it's always good to see.
Is he that small? He can fit in your ear.
Yeah, he can fit in my ear. I know. Amazing, like, Pirelli up the hill.
It's like Ant-Man.
Oh, he's not out. Oh, just gets out of there. Never mind. Yeah, commentator cast it up the hill and into the wall nearly. So well, just about gets that there.
He was going to the beach.
Yeah, definitely the beach there. Matteo. He'll cross the line though. He's in 4th position right now. Let's see. Does he go and improve? The answer to that is a grand total of no. That must be his outlap lane. He's 3.7 litres right now. Now, talking about the Lamborghinis, I was speaking to Vector, and he did say these cars should be doing about 2.3 litres per lap. Now, I don't think he wanted me to say that, but I just have, so giving away their strategy slightly there. Sorry.
The thing that I think is interesting. Go on, sorry.
Presumably, they will be doing a zero stop for fuel. For tyres, probably not.
This is the thing. I know. I think somebody said that Nico Zava did a zero stop on Monday. I'm not sure. I didn't watch it back, but I heard 1 or 2 mention that he did a zero stop.
Yes, the leaders did do a zero stop.
Yeah, if he was on hards, then I raced on softs. But he raced on. If you race on hards, there's no 2 ways about it. You can get through this race probably. If you're a guy who knows to set up a car like Cash and Pirelli, I expect them to do a no-stop strategy. Apart from crashes.
Yeah, unless they crash, in which case maybe not. Never know though. If they crash right near the end on the last lap, maybe they'll just go to the end either way. Because I've seen these 2 drivers, Cash and Pirelli, have had a few incidents in the past, especially if you go back to Formula B. Of course, Cass has fond memories of Formula B, disconnecting on an insert last lap. Do you feel free to watch the Formula B season as well? I'm doing a lot of advertising for this today. Do you just feel free to watch all the races? I'm commentating on half of them, and that's all you need. Soup as well. You don't really hear of Soup too much. He's not going to be here tomorrow, by the way. Well, he might be here. I don't know. I'll see if I am. Hopefully I am, and we'll see what happens. Of course, we have everyone else here today. Especially, you should have Vector here, and there is a Ferrari going.
Oh, no! Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh,
now,
was that Mayo? No, Ivridge, was it?
It was.
It was Mayo. I'm sure Pirelli's well impressed because Pirelli was on one then.
It's going to be absolutely furious.
Yes.
Oh dear, Mayo.
Words that you can't
You've got a lot to say for sunshine.
Yeah, he'll definitely be spreading mayo now.
Mayonnaise will be spreaded all over the floor with a stick.
Yes.
And it'll be red mayonnaise. It'll be as red as the car.
Yeah. You've probably got the knife in the mayo now.
moving swiftly on from that, only other driver who can finish his lap, by the way, is Champs, who is coming towards the T1 takes time. No one else is able to set a lap time. So it is Cass and Pirelli up front right now, unless Champs can go and set the world away. He's a 10th down though, so not the best lap.
Surprised he's only in 7th, Mike. This is probably... Well, in some of the others, if I remember rightly, he's not always done brilliantly in qualifying, but he's usually done much better in the race itself.
Indeed, of course, it doesn't always mean the quality is the best. To some of the drivers here, back in the race, but especially I'm one of those drivers, by the way. If you've ever met me as a racing driver on this game, I'm very good at, well, being terrible actually, but good at starts. But first, of course,
terrible at terrible.
You're terrible at starts for a fact. I remember the first time my only win in GAVRA actually, which was GT3 last season around Ruapuna in the second race. I went from 61st and won that. That race was not broadcast, so it never happened apparently. But it didn't because I was there, and if I was there, it did happen. So it's always good to see my one and only win from 61st, and since then I always seem to get
for posterity. That's awful. Your claim to fame stolen from you.
My claim to fame stolen from me by myself for that, because I was going to stream that race, but then someone forgot to set me as the broadcaster, and it didn't work back then before the update. Now it does. It didn't work back then, so I couldn't, so we didn't have a stream, and I won the race. Oh dear.
What's he doing?
Oh, he's doing a practice start. That was a very abrupt.
Yeah, there's nobody behind him, is there? Yeah, that's okay.
That was the most abrupt stoppage in history ever. Now, of course, if you're wondering, Cassinet has P1 by the way, Ferrari second, Playboy third, Vectro is in fourth position, Matteo, Ibrit. Then it's Playboy again, because that's flip-flop in second, and then it's Pollux.
Flip-flop. He's never going to... Yeah, exactly.
There's the official result there. And then it's Pollux, Pete, Passar, Phoenix, and that is your 13 drivers.
Is that going to be unlucky for anybody? Or will it be a baker's dozen? There we are.
Right, and now what I'm going to do is relaunch SharePlay up.
Well, there you go then. There's still the qualifying. Again, just showing, to reiterate, catching it from Ferrari from Flip, who might just have an outside chance, but he needs the other two guys to maybe crash without being horrible. So let's have a look. Again, Vectro in fourth, managed to get himself on the second place on the grid. And now, of course, this is where the action will happen. 2 minutes for them to do their final little idiosyncrasies that they may do before the start of a race, if any of them are superstitious. Not me, I just sit there and hope that something happens to work, but hey.
Yep. Oh no! Cass has gone from the race. That is absolutely catastrophic.
What happened there?
Cass is disconnected. Well, that is drama. Now, we do believe Cass did have pole position. Now, this has been reported, and I've done plenty of other races in different leagues. Apparently, there may be a glitch where the pole sitter disconnects.
Well, that's certainly
from the
worked
race.
for Pirelli. And from a team perspective, nightmare.
Team perspective, nightmare. Driver standing perspective, probably good. Well, Cassinet won't be scoring points here today. And now, so that's definitely going to help everyone else, isn't it?
Yeah, not half.
Probably 7 laps here today, so
I would be absolutely gutted. I would be absolutely
livid.
Well, and truly. Oh yeah, not half. And that's probably understatement of the century. Although it's not that old yet.
And here we go. The sinking. The top two are going to be well separated, but here the light will come on. for the race, and it is going to be lights out, and away we go, and it's a good start from everyone there. Vector, a great start from there. All the ready, you get up to second. Oh no, the contact! Oh, there's a huge shot in the background.
I think that's Mayo. I think that's Mayo.
Ibrich.
Oh no, Ibrich. There you go. His teammate.
Ibrich round then in turn number one.
Got a cracking start.
Yeah, Vector
He's
cracking start.
He's going
for first, hopping over the curb. He's trying to the inside already.
Oh, he's got the inside.
He's come the inside. They make contact into the lead. Vector takes the lead here on the first lap here, but Pirelli is having absolutely none of it. As he comes down to the long right-hander, Vector on the outside, Pirelli will have the inside, and Vector takes it just about there.
Stunning start. Stunning start from Vector. Brilliant. If we get the chance, we'll have a look at that later. But for the moment, that's a cracking start. You got to
cracking start
from
but
third
Pirelli,
right the way through.
Yeah, Pirelli has not given up, but a great start from the Calper Cars, by the way, first and fourth right now. But never mind that, though. Pirelli, dreadful getaway there. He definitely bogged down there, probably distracted by the fact his teammate is no longer with us. But
he didn't get off the mark there, did he? Obviously, Flip is right behind him. Flip will give him some pressure. This could be really interesting now. Forget everything we said in qualifying. It just goes out the window now.
Yeah, it just everything we just said is now completely up in the air as Vector 666 going for victory here. Of course, early stages, but never know what could happen.
It's not the easiest of tracks to get good overtaking. I was just watching a second on the start there, just seeing. No, he got a clean start, Metro. I no doubts he did, but it was a superb start.
Well, I just said, Ibrich has already caught back up to the field after that huge shunt. So absolutely bonkers from Ibrich there, coming from there. And oh dear, who is that off the road? That's Flip.
Somebody.
Flip off.
Oh, no,
now that is disastrous. He was running in third, was he not?
Yeah, he was. I think he was probably trying to push it out a little bit too much. But the other thing that I think comes into it is if you get right at the back of somebody, you get into their slipstream, your downforce alters ever so slightly. And it does alter in this game, I'm led to believe. So obviously, that could add to that as well. These two are going to have a little battle, I think. I think the main thing is for Vectro to maintain it. He was under pressure last time out, and he wielded under pressure. He wielded, I think it was to Pirelli again. And this time, he just needs to, just that one mistake let him down last time. Otherwise, he would have held it really, really well. And that's what he needs to concentrate on. Easy for me to say, I know.
Indeed, but right now, it is Vectro, Pirelli, Matteo is in third position. So great race for Calper right now. Fourth position is Mayo, followed by Allo, Playboy, and then it is Pete Dibler in seventh. So he's done a good start for him. And then Hussar Ibrich, then it's Pollux, Phoenix, and around the back is Flip.
Yeah, they're starting to space out quite already, haven't they? I think the start played to most of that. But in all fairness, I think these two boys are going to be out front. Like you say, for the Calper boys, it's unfortunate for Cash. I did see a quick message he just put up. I can't repeat it. No, he was quite good actually, but you just couldn't believe it, if I'm honest.
Oh no! Up! He's in the wall! He is! Oh no! It's gone for bad to work for Ferrari B in the wall. There's damage there.
He's lucky he got back in front, just in front of Matteo. But he'll struggle to hold him off now, I think.
Matteo might try for second. That'll be at least 5 or 6 damage on the rear there. That was a huge, definitely a huge shot there in the wall. And he's definitely lucky he hasn't got too much.
He has to have damage after that, surely. I mean, he's lucky because it was side on rather than front end on. So he might get away with it a bit. He might not have damage that's that bad he has to go in. Might be worth the gamble.
It definitely might be worth a gamble. Mayo and Allo champs there. And running a bit wide there, Matteo, by the way, just about gets away with it. But up front, Vector Elite, Pirelli is not coming in, by the way, after contact there. So one Ferrari B car out, another one in the wall, just about surviving. What more can this race provide? Yeah, hopefully another 44 laps. Let's hope so. This might just end now. Oh yeah, 43 laps, but Hopefully it continues. It's a huge battle, by the way, from 4th down to about 7th position here. Probably 6th, if you say, between Mayo, Allo, Playboy, Pete Dibbler. So it's great to see a few cars very close together here. And these guys are catching to the back of Matteo as well.
Yeah, they're all catching. I'll tell you what will be interesting. You watch where Flip is now. He's 11th. I'm gonna say he finishes top 6 at least.
He's 10th now, so cast that
he's
one.
already moved on one. I think he will work hard.
Oh dear, that's the wall for Ferrari. That is it, Briggs off. That is a huge jump there. Now, how has that happened?
That has got to be damage. That has got to be some serious damage. I will try and look and see when I get the feed, which is quite a few seconds behind us, just so I can have a quick look at that, just see if it tells us anything. Phoenix went off.
Yes, Phoenix went off as well. I was trying to get that, but the thing disappeared there. Phoenix went off as well, so big drama here on lap number 4 of 47. And, well, this race has already turned upside down from start already, and we're only on lap 4 of 47.
He's got a 2-second lead now. He's pulled that out to 2 seconds.
He's getting caught. It was about 4 seconds. It's now down to 2, so Ferretti is catching back up again. There, got that lap there. 1.1 seconds up. So, yeah, he has not got damage. Fabrizio in the chat there, or Sickles Omega as we know him, saying, nah, he's all right there. So he'll definitely may have got lucky there.
I'm just trying to look here now to see if it shows me anything there. I can't really see. Can't really see anything there particularly, but like I say, at the moment, this is the battle, isn't it? The front two. Vector will be out. I'll be out front. The adrenaline will be pumping, because it does when you're out front, allegedly. I do say allegedly, I've never been there, so I don't know. But Pirelli's going to put him under pressure. I don't think Pirelli's going to push it too much after what happened earlier. So I think he'll just think, you know what, I've got 42 laps. I was just watching Ibrich then. I didn't really see anything. I think he just caught the edge of the barrier. I think he just caught the edge of the boards.
Yeah, he definitely spun off. By the way, now a second, by the way. Pirelli is absolutely going like a ballistic missile right now.
He's trying, he's down under a second. But I think he's going to do it more concerted rather, whereas before I think he was really, really pushing. And I think the downforce had to be the thing, since his front end that went away, not his rear. So that's what I think comes into play when you get really close here.
Yes, Mayo hit the wall, by the way. That's where he just went. So I noticed someone disappeared, and I wasn't certain. Thanks to Hayo for picking that up just there. So Mayo did go off, as we are now looking at the front two.
Yeah, he certainly ploughed the wall. There's no two ways about that. It was what I call a face plant, well and truly.
Yes, indeed. But now, we look at these two. Pirelli, 0.4 of a second, well, it's 5 now, but he's closing half a second a lap. Well, half a second, even a sector now. And these guys are coming to lap, I think that is Pollux there, who's right down the back. Indeed, it is. So, it's going to be interesting to see. Pirelli and Vector, of course, these guys have been very fierce rivals in Formula C, Formula B. And what anyone can guess is no one's guess. It could be anything that goes on.
You never know what's going to happen in these races. Look at this now, 0.3 of a second, 0.2. This is where he's going to try and go for it. Will he try and outbrake him coming into this?
He'll have to. It's going to be very, very close here. Vettel will be all aware of that Ferrari B Audi coming upon him. And the Calpa car better be cautious here of a dive bombing Pirelli. Can't do it straight away though, but it's definitely up his chump.
Have to be careful with that one, don't you?
You have to be careful with it, but now
he's definitely up his exhaust.
Yeah, completely up the exhaust here as in the pit lane look to be I think it's Phoenix there, or he Brent in the pit lane there, one of the other cars there. And someone has gone off the road, by the way. It's been reported there. Just the exit back corner. See if we can find it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who that is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. He's not having much fun in this race, is he? I think he needs pits.
He's
I would have
award
thought he's got
again,
suspension
so
damage. He must have
so that is
suspension damage.
very surprising to see such a struggle for Ibrits, and of course Pollux as well. He's well, having an absolute nightmare. Those two drivers are right down the back.
Quite summed up by his teammate's name, really.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Certainly is.
But you look at the front two, 6 seconds they pulled out with the rest. 6 seconds out on the field. These two are having their own private little race. And in fairness to Vectro, he's holding it up.
Indeed. Let's have a little look at these guys there for a quick second. As Flip now in 6th position. So you have got guessed correctly. He's now in 6th. So is flying.
I think he might get up to 3rd. He might get himself into a podium. I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen the guy drive a few times. These two. Got to give credit to Vectro here. He's really from 3rd place. He did it right from the off. Basically threw down the gauntlet, said, right, I'm throwing my hat into the ring. This is what I'm going to do.
If you don't like it, tough luck. And yeah, right now is P1.
So he's going to...
How long it will stay, though, it doesn't matter.
See, I think the pressure is possibly getting to him a little bit. He just wants to calm down. It's easy for me to say. You got someone like Ferrari at your back, you know what the guy's capable of. However, forget the other people. It's just you in the car. If you're driving the car on your own, and you drive it without thinking about other people, it's life so much easier. So, flip, Ferrari.
Oh, back to Vectro. And Ferrari's got the inside here, and this is the opportunity he's looking for. Does he dive? Vectro just about holds the car ahead there, and Ferrari has to back off there this time.
He just closed him off there, but I think Ferrari's got more pace coming out.
Indeed, very close stuff there. Vectro, has he got a penalty?
Vectro, he has.
1 second.
However, that might have been where he went wide. He might have exceeded track limits at that point.
It is very likely there that, well, right now he's not leading this race because right now it is Ferrari technically just by 3/10, but on circuit, Vectro leads.
Yeah, I think you've got to carry on. I think when it comes like that, you've got to just forget about all that. At the end of the day, it could be anything, couldn't it, between now and the end of the race. The fact of the matter is, I'm looking at Ferrari, 85, just under 84 litres, so he's definitely carrying enough to stay out. I don't know what Vectro is carrying. That answers that question.
100.1. There we go. There's the question. 100.1.
Wow.
Quick point there from higher there. He cut turn 4. Now that would be just here.
Yeah, that's what I.
That one for this. So possibly could have been turn 5 actually. This corner might have gone a little bit wide there. Most likely would be the option.
Yeah, there's certainly. I remember seeing him go across. But he's keeping that gap there. Ferrari closes up, he gets away. Ferrari closes up. It's a bit nip and tuck at the moment, but I think Ferrari's just going to sit there and wait for a mistake.
Indeed, and wait for us to change the camera as well.
Yeah, I mean, without being disrespectful to Vectro there, I think Ferrari will know if he puts concerted pressure on him for the next 38 laps, he might not pull a mistake out of him. That's not being disrespectful in any way. I think even the highest class of driver can sometimes wield to a little bit of pressure, certainly over that amount of time.
Yeah, people proving me wrong by the chat, saying it was the second chicane in the first sector, so it'll be this little kink coming up just about here, by the way, as you come up the hill.
Yeah, he couldn't really slow down because of Ferrari, I agree with that, absolutely.
It'll be running wide just about there, we believe is where he would have got the slowdown. So it'll be this corner here. Either one of them.
Okay, that's alright, that's fine, that's okay. I'm led to believe that we've got 1 or 2 technical hitches here, guys, so just bear with us here. This is why you're not getting too much in the way of views of many other people at the moment. But We will look to try and resolve that as soon as we can. In the meantime, there we go. We managed to look at Phoenix in a rather dilapidated, battered.
That car's got
bruised.
damage.
That's going to be on eBay later, isn't it? It's hammered.
Yeah, that car is severe damage there, you can see it.
And he's not stopping in front of his own pit crew.
Yes,
Move.
I think that...
I think he's giving the ghost, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's given up there, but never mind there. Up front, Ferrari and Vector is still 2 tenths apart. Now, this is where Ferrari closes all that time up. But it's these high speed corners where the dirty air really affect him, and he drops a heap load of time.
At the moment, I think he's just going to sit there. I really do. I know that's, I'm repeating myself, but I just think he's going to sit there. I don't think he's got any need to try and push it. Just 37 laps yet. I think he can just sit there, and just wait for something to happen, rather than try and force it. 11 drivers
in this race, by the way. I believe, have we lost a driver?
We are. We're down to 11, and I think that was Phoenix. Was that Phoenix? Yeah,
yes, it is Phoenix. Has retired from this race. With the first retiree so far, unfortunately, to say the least. Right now, though, Vectro, he is doing brilliantly here today. I mean, when you compare the car behind him, and you'll have to wonder where Cass would have been, of course, disconnected from pole before the race begun. That's a trend I'm seeing get built up here. Perhaps there's a glitch or something wrong here. And Ferrari's going for the inside. Oh, is he? No, backs off there.
He had a really good look, and then I think he pulled out thinking, you know what, it's not worth a gamble. It's not worth having a crash and then losing your chance. You might as well just sit there. But I think Vectro defended that really well. Point Ohio's just saying, no, he is really hard on defence. But the fact of the matter is, he knows Ferrari's there, so he knows, he's well aware of it. So if he wants to make his defensive move, he's probably getting his defensive before Ferrari decides to go on the attack. Which is probably why Ferrari's just going to sit there, and wait for a mistake.
If that mistake comes, a different matter. Now, we do have to notice, by the way, a potential battle going on between Sarah and Pete Stiff here, between the Caddy and the old Nissan. So we'll keep an update on that if it mysteriously closes. But right now, we're all attention on the top 2. We're the only drivers we can really... Oh, no!
He's gone! He's gone!
Vectro!
Oh, what did you do? What did you do, man? What did you do?
That's a familiar. He did that earlier on when I was practicing with him. He's been struggling with the rear all every race. He has no rear grip, and he's gone on the curb there. The rear end snapped on him, and that is straight to the scene of the accident.
Which is exactly what Ferrari was waiting for. It was just much easier to do it that way, because obviously with that 1 second penalty, Ferrari would know that technically he's in the lead anyway. So why does he need to gamble to try and go past? That's a pity for Vectro, because he's had a brilliant first 10-11 laps.
And now we've seen the first cracks of the car starting to struggle. Now, we do have to wonder, is his car done the setup glitch? Because it has been reported, and I do know this for a fact, your setup can reset on the game. Hopefully it hasn't happened to Vectro, but it is a reported issue that I have seen before happen from a few other drivers in different racing categories.
No, you would certainly hope that that's not having an effect on this. That would be a great shame, if I'm honest with you, because the amount of effort that these guys put in, you know that as well as I know that, you know, the amount of practice these boys put in to get the setups right for each race. Even people like me spend a good few hours trying to get the setups right. So, hey, these guys really know what they're doing, and it's heartbreaking if that happens to you. I mean, like, I wouldn't know what to say to Cash. I wouldn't like to be in the same room as him when that happened, but hey, it's not nice. But unfortunately, I was just trying to look at Vectro's again then as I'm talking to you, and it did look like he's just caught the back edge.
Yeah, caught the, you're looking at Hazard there, just there. You can now, I'll see if we can get an onboard here with, Playboy here. Now you can just see, there's where he spun. So what he's done is got, of course it's off camber, And these cars, of course, the GT3 car now, I've had some experience as well. It's when these cars go, they go dramatically.
Well, you've got no chance of holding it. It's just, basically, it's just hope for the best. I don't know, that sounds really defeatist, but it's true. It's true.
Hope for the best. And if it doesn't, it's the scene of the accident.
Oh, certainly is. But again, the race, okay, Pirelli, possibly predictably, is, apart from having any disasters, is probably just going to disappear into the distance. I'm expecting that lead to build up in the next few laps. However, I think there's going to be a pretty good battle behind him. Because I think this guy, I mean, he's dropped down to 7th somehow. I'm not sure how he did that, so
yeah, but
pushed
two
it again.
Nissans and Pete, all catching the power of Pete Dib.
That's actually, I always looked at the Cadillac and I thought it was an ungainly looking thing, but in truth there are a number of people...
A quick, ungainly looking thing.
Yeah, I mean, Dan amongst them, Dan Z, he swears by this car, absolutely swears by this car.
Yeah, he's always using this car. It's a fun fact, he used this car last year, and I think he used it the year before on Project Cars 1 on the 3rd season he used it as well.
Yeah, it's his weapon of choice, definitely. So what have we got? We've only got the one sort of close battle, if you want to call it that, at the moment, between Pete and Husa at the moment. Everybody else is getting quite spread. Obviously you've got 7 second between Pirelli in first and Matteo in second. Still, I suppose the decent thing for Vectro is the second and third, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Well, yeah, they are still on the podium, so that was a decent haul of points at least. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the point system here. Hopefully, give you a little bit of custom, so I'll let you see the points.
We're 30 for first, 24 for second, 21 for third, then 18 into fourth, 16 for fifth, and I'll leave the rest for the moment. But they're the main points. So I mean, you've got sort of 45 points on the board here if the positions stay as they are for the Calper boys against 30. What was that then? That was
Vectro and Ibra.
Oh, yeah, these two. There's a, or is it Allo Champs? Yeah, Allo Champs at the back of Vectro, isn't it? And
Vectro and Ibrix, they're getting extremely close there. Luckily, just about avoided that there. That could have been aeroplane crash if that had drawn any more.
Yeah, that could have been a bit naughty, couldn't it? Let's be honest.
I think Ibrix has gone straight off.
Yeah, I think his car is reasonably undrivable. I think he's really struggling. He's not back on. No, there's nobody near him anyway, but...
you say as the car passes.
Yeah, just as it
and
goes.
Get through the Renault of... That has to be...
I was looking at a different car. Yeah, I can see a different place. He's got one
so he's been lapped by everyone.
Yeah, I think he's having major issues. I don't think he can drive that car. I don't mean per se, I just mean in the current state that it's in. I think it's had more than its fair share of stock car racing tonight.
Indeed, we've still got the battle here, though, between Hussar, of course, and the little battle between the Nissans and the Cadillac. Nissan doing reasonably well here. The first time you really see Nissan really being as competitive as it is in this season, of course. And you have to wonder, is it going to go anywhere up? Is it going to go down? Right now, it's in the middle. It's in 6th position as it's going to be curious to see where they can go, and if they can
score and pass that teammates together, aren't you? You're going to have Sarah up there, and obviously Flip gaining on him in 7th. I fully expect Flip to overtake his teammate at some point. I think he certainly will get past. Whether we let him past is another thing, but or will there be team orders? Because I think Flip is the quicker of the two, without being disrespectful. But I think that's quite obvious by the performances in qualifying anyway. So we're looking at Allo Champs obviously gaining a bit on Vectro there since Vectro spin. Hopefully he didn't sustain any damage. It looked a clean spin, if you can have such a thing. But,
yeah, these guys are catching to Matteo, by the way.
Yeah,
3 seconds, they are catching.
Yeah, it's all gone to concertina, this, isn't it? can see these three having a bit of a fight.
At the start, got very close there to the back of Pete Divlis then. And that would be a slowdown if he's not careful.
Yeah.
You can get a slowdown there. Beto was complaining about that earlier on. The track limits there extremely good. And also, don't forget we have a Nightbot, by the way.
I found it on Monday. I didn't really find too many places where you got a penalty from. But then again, it depends how wide you go, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely does. He's right on board with the Nissan roof camera, because I make the camera in the car. And he's really catching here, and it's going to be interesting. The Nissan, it seems best in the, well, it's definitely a downforce car. You have to look at it and see that it's built for downforce. I doubt it. You'd be surprised though, it's very quick in a straight line. And well, the outer car, about 200 miles an hour.
Considering
It's no slow car.
It's pretty aerodynamic.
Yeah, it's like putting a brick and saying, oh, that does 200 miles an hour. If you put a big engine in the back of it, you'll ride anything to 200 miles an hour. Unless it's a Prius, in which case it would probably explode. But never mind Prius is. Yeah, 0 to 3 and then or just put a Honda or oh wait, no, I can't make that big.
Recall a few million.
Yeah, we'll recall a few million Honda engines. But Honda are doing well as we get an update there as Alex Champ's still on the back of Vector here. He's pulled that gap a little bit more.
Still sitting there again. It's going to be a test of Vectro's mettle. Obviously after the tete-a-tete with Pirelli and obviously losing out there under a bit of pressure, hopefully he can hold it a bit better. It's a learning curve, isn't it? I mean, you forget he may have had 108 races before the start of this season, more than anybody else in GAVRA Racing as far as I'm aware.
Apart from Gav.
No, he's had more.
Probably.
He's had more than Gav.
He has had more. Well, yeah, I suppose that would make sense. Gav has had a few seasons. I think Vettori might be the most seasoned driver. Maybe one more, perhaps, but the seasoned veteran nonetheless.
He had 10 more. He's had 10 more races than Gav. Gav hit the 100 in race 2 this year. So there's 10 races between them. But Gav did tell me that the reason why that happened was when they were playing in GT6, Gav's PS3 exploded. It died. Ah,
yes, so I do remember that story. It was. If anyone ever remembered this, if you've ever played GT6, you probably would have got a message of Gav. I'm not joking. It was a beautiful way of actually gaining interest back on GT6. Actually, he messes absolutely everyone.
Which is great stuff. I think he's going to get some pressure there, but that's going to be a good fight. I think second, third, and fourth as the race goes on. But again, Flip's managed to get past his teammate, or he may have let him past.
Yes, I do have just realised they have switched in his hands now. Flip's probably been told, go for it. If you can't do anything, let me back through.
That would be the nice way. That would be the proper team all the way, wouldn't it?
It would be. Fabrizio saying that, you haven't seen the Prius suit from GT3 with an LMP1 engine. That is true, yeah, that is a thing. That thing is absolutely bonkers, but ignoring that...
Vectro's managed to pull out a little bit. He's managed to maintain a bit of a gap. But again, you know this with these two cars. But the Lambo, again, I don't know if you tried driving that, but I didn't find it the easiest car to drive. Porsche's certainly an easier car.
Yeah, a car that I have a beautiful setup, not provided by me, by the way, provided by a certain master of me, a driver that I rate very highly for being one who can set cars up extremely well. He's in the chat, by the way, and he was your last.
Nice of you to say that about me.
Not talking to you. And never mind the.
I'm sure his name's Rosonic.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that certain person you can set cars up extremely well is Sig, the person who I did get a set for from the Renault, and now we've changed it already, but it's a beautiful setup nonetheless. But well, it was until the new update. Never mind that. Lap 19 of 47, another 28 laps to go ish. And any comments? Put them in the chat, by the way. Let's get a few comments going.
see. Come on, guys, get those typing fingers going. As they used to say in the advert for Yellow Pages, let your fingers do the walking.
Indeed, I can't imagine actually trying to walk in your fingers. It really hurt. I think your fingers might, you know, just well, depending how strong your finger is.
This is true.
I mean, if you just had like just enormous hands and just a really small body, then maybe you do that. But if you don't, then there may be some issues.
You look like some weird comic strip creature.
Yes, indeed.
Something like that. Let's have a look. Let's see. So Mayo in the non-battered Ferrari.
Compared to his teammate in the very back of Ferrari.
Yeah, that looks.
You are very close into Abolo. That is Pollux, I believe, here, coming to lap him there. Now, what lap compared? He's at least a lap and a half down there.
Yeah, well, it says on here, yeah, it says he's 3 minutes 13. The average lap is what? 130 odd.
Yeah,
the average race lap.
136. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
So it's going to be 2 laps down on the leader anyway.
Biggest car on circuit, by the way. It's flip, by the way, of a 33.6.
Yeah, he's actually lapping a lot
Who's
faster.
the man we want to have a look on here?
Only Pete lapped in 134.011, which again was pretty decent. What are they carrying? Are they all carrying quite heavy? Are they all carrying a full race fuel?
Most drivers here, we would imagine, would be doing a one stop for tires, maybe a 0 stop if they can do it. But Flip is catching up here, a little bit by little bit, and it'll be interesting to see what anyone can do.
Gallo catching about half a second off Vector as well. I think they're pretty close together too. I know he's just pulled out to about a second there. May have just been in a certain part of the track where the braking makes them look closer than what they really are.
A little bit. Now, of course, do remember actually a few days ago on the Monday group, there was a bit of a glitch that we noticed on the timings actually of the with the cars actually being a lot closer in the last corner than they actually were. So that was something interesting that I kept thinking there was a huge battle, and no, but it's not that battle.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, when we go to it, there's nothing there.
A bit like my bank account.
Hiker saying, Hoof, you need to slightly raise the volume on your mic. Apparently,
wow, I need to be louder.
You need to be louder, apparently, a little bit. But
God, what, Nicky louder?
Yeah, let's not burn ourselves.
Yes.
But other racing
maybe he needs to use the other ear. Sorry, this is getting worse, isn't it?
It's just going downhill from here, but never mind. Flip.
I didn't realise you could go downhill.
Yeah.
From the bottom.
Oh, someone's going off in the background there.
Yeah, there was something there. I'm not sure what it was.
Was that a pistol? May have been. He's dropped a bit of time there. He must have spun there. I saw some smoke get kicked up. We'll see his lap time afterwards. Presumably down in the 40s here, but Flip and Pete Dib having a bit of battle going on, and there's a bit of a battle presumably growing between the cars of Arrow and Venture, but not right now.
Yeah, they're not really tight, are they? There's still roughly about a second gap at certain parts of the track. Obviously, where the braking comes into play, it makes it look like they're closer than they really are. I think it's Meatloaf that said objects in the rearview mirror appear closer than they are.
Yes, until they are, well, unless they're really small in the rearview mirror. Yes, the director sneezed very heavily. Well, I'm the director, but our
this is true. Our broadcast, streamer.
The streamer has sneezed, but of course we can't hear it. My phone's running out of charge. Well, I'll just turn that off for a few moments' time, and I'll see if I can negotiate my wire out the back of my controller about my mic exploding. This will be fun.
Let's see. So to Hiker, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Major Tom? No, not literally. Can you hear me, Major Tom? Can you hear me, Major Hiker? And obviously, Siggy was saying, wait, what? I missed it. What car? Oh yes, he was on about the Super GT. Look, it's got nothing on the Reliant Robin new DTM car. They're going to be made in Germany.
Masterclass.
Or the Messerschmitt. Yeah, the Messerschmitt DTM car. That would be really
which only goes
something.
which only goes to Poland.
Yes. Probably doesn't even get that far. It breaks down before then.
Yeah, probably. I'd be surprised there. World War II references.com, but never mind that. Well, actually, it's a Top Gear reference, actually. But hello, champs. Fourth position, and then
we got a thumbs up. That's good.
Yeah, we got that. The stars in the pits.
With the vaporized or you could say, if you ever saw the film Predator, I'm sure somebody mentioned this on Monday night. Right? They're all predators, aren't they? They've all got those predator suits on, so you can't really see them properly.
Yes, or they're dematerializing in the TARDIS, but never mind. Of course, everyone likes a good old bit of Doctor Who, but
Sig, it's just enlightened me about the one car I really forgot, the Trabant. What a stunning vehicle that was. It basically pushed the 2CV into oblivion.
Was it that bad?
Oh, yes. Look it up.
How many races have it finished?
Look it up, Google it.
Now, I have to say, I'm pretty certain that's track limits there for Pete Dibbler. It'd be interesting if anyone can, in the chat, tell me about track limits through that corner, but it's a corner that's really controversial in GAVRA, because normally they're told not to go wide there.
No, but I think what they've done in certain parts of this, for example, the difference between GT3 and GT4, we had to go all the way round to the fourth part.
Oh, down the inside! Fantastic dive from Flip Flip! That wasn't even an overtaking opportunity then. I thought he wasn't making the move then. I was going to Vector, but never mind. There is Vector. He's
just outbraked him, isn't he? So is he actually really changing tyres, or is he just... He can't be putting fuel on, so he must be changing tyres at the bang on the halfway point for him on there. No, it's like Sig saying it's not so bad at that corner, you can get away with it there. I mean, technically, you're still on the tarmac, aren't you?
A few people again saying where Soup Cooler are. He's not here. I'm here. So hello, you've got me. I'm always here. Soup's. He's not here tomorrow, cool. So yeah, Soup's not being very cool. He's Soup bad.
He's being mulligatawny, Soup. Let's have a look. So anyway, as we're at the halfway point of this race, we've almost forgotten about Ferrari. He's 12 seconds clear now, and barring disasters, if you can dare say it, halfway through, the only person who's going to beat him is himself. I think that's a fair comment to say at this point in time. I think a mistake is the only thing that stops him winning this race, or indeed if he runs out of fuel like 2 yards before the finishing line, as I believe somebody did once upon a time, but I don't know who it was.
I've definitely heard of someone running out of fuel very close to the finish line. But I've seen a few races where someone's been blown up just a few seconds from the finish line, and on different games, and that's just, well, it's just the worst way if you flip over on before the finish line and lose all your tyres 2 meters away from the line. That's painful.
So Mattio's hit the pits there.
Indeed, don't forget, you can go vote for your driver of the day, by the way. And I'll let Hoof say where it is.
This is a very, very good question. At the moment, it is doing something very incredible. It's almost oblivious. Oh dear, we've had our first person. Sig, what did you put, mate? You've had your... You must have used... Welcome to our new moderator. And sorry, those are my words. I put those words in there, so you can blame me for those. But you may have used capitals, but that's okay. Don't worry. What it does with capitals, it assumes you're shouting. So you're now banned for about 7 years. Yeah. Ah, right. Yeah, it was all in capitals. Basically, I know you probably didn't mean it like that, Sig, but it classes that as shouting, and I know you didn't. Yeah, that's basically what it classes it as.
We got the two Kalpas together. How's this happened? Where's Vector got this pace from?
Well, I think he's in 7th. Mattio's 6th and 7th. Because Matteo hit the pits, Vectro hit the pits first, Matteo hit the pits second. So I think, really, they're both in 6th and 7th. However, I think some of the other guys haven't pitted yet. just as they're doing now.
Flip and Pete. Just on the topic of other people not pitting, in they come. I think Pete's got a bit of damage here. Because he wasn't weavy, but never mind that.
Yeah, that was his car sort of like went sideways then in the very last bit and into the pits, which was quite funny.
Oh, let's see what Halper can do. They'll jump up to third and fourth eventually. Mayo will inherit that third position for the time being, but fourth and fifth right now for Halper. Barring any incidents.
So as you can see on the stream in our top left corner, I can see that we've actually got more people watching than we got in the race.
It's good to see him correct you in the chat. Commentators curse inbound. It's colon. Please no bot no Baniero.
Oh, what did Metro just went like very weird then?
A bit of lag.
Oh no, you've just been timed out for 5 minutes. Alright, you'll be back. That's okay. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sig. Dictatorship inbound.
Gotta do these things. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see if Ferrari pits. I don't think he will. I don't think he'll pit. I think he's got a big enough lead. I know what you're saying, Hio, to be fair. And I think it's a fair comment. But he might see what everybody else does, or he might wait to see if he can get a big enough lead and then try and go in and pit in the hope that he might come out with, probably not in first place still, but come out with a reasonable chance of being able to fight for first place before the end of the race. I don't know. Well, be interesting to watch.
This is interesting here. That is that Hussard's got ahead of Pete and Flip again here. It is.
No,
that's incredible. As he almost spins off.
But is that because has he not pitted yet?
He has pitted. He just pitted a few laps ago.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
So, well, Nissan now got an American sandwich. Japan have got American sandwich. And down the inside, Pearl Harbor out of nowhere. And down the inside goes Flip in the Nissan and takes America by surprise.
That was a full-on dive. That was a cracking move. Fair play to him. That's not the first time he's pulled that move off in this race. He obviously pulled that move off. I think,
that was incredible.
Fair play to him. Like I say, he's a good driver. I think he'll do quite well. I think he'll get better as the championship goes on as well.
Flip, definitely one of the drivers to look out for. Also a driver to look out for is these two cars here, and that is Mayo under pressure from Matteo. So the two M's having a bit of a entourage here. Mayo with his Matteo, followed by his Vectro.
Yeah, I think Hayo's just saying in the chat there, a pit stop with tyre change and some damage is probably around about the 50-second mark. If you look at third place, Mayo's 55 seconds behind Ferrari. But the big thing is Allo Champs is only 18.5, 19 seconds behind. So that's the gamble. I think he certainly comes out in probably before third. He certainly comes out in third, I think, if he goes in. But at the moment you got the Vectro.
The team's going to try and make the move here, but I have to back off there. Gets a massive cut across, by the way. Great defending from Mayo there.
What was that? What was that, man? Was his car? That must have been a glitch.
What just happened then?
That must have been a glitch. Because his car was stationary, wasn't it? And the wheels were moving.
That was a very weird glitch. He's trying around the outside here, though. Oh
no, he's gone. Oh, he's gone.
Well, never mind. Now he's not moving. Well, I have to say that was probably foreshadowing there. Dramatic foreshadowing with him not moving, but the tyres moving.
Metro's going to fight for third. He's going to fight Mayo now for third.
One Matteo down, another M to go. Mayonnaise is going to be under pressure from a Vectro here.
He's certainly going to put him under here. And I think he will get the pass. I was just trying to watch. I'm just trying to see Matteo here.
But it's saying got off and just wheel spinned it and spun. It seemed Vector's going for third low. He is in third. Great move there. Vector side by side. I think he got the move there. I think Mayo actually lifted off a little bit there.
Did he back out or did he have a slowdown?
Yeah, had to back out there. Racing his own race surely there.
Certainly something in that. I don't know whether he had a slowdown. It just seemed a very quick move. Either that or Vector caught him by surprise.
Yeah, it would have been a very big surprise.
It certainly was. So now we're spread out. The question is, does Ferrari...
Well, with a 58, almost a minute lead now on Vector in the following car, I don't think he'll pit.
But he might gamble on it. He's still lapping at 1:33.4, which again is still, apart from Flip, he's the fastest on. He's the second fastest on circuit behind Flip, who's racking up the 131s at the moment.
His next car will be Mateus. You're on target, by the way, with his predicted 6th, by the way. So, great effort so far. I wonder if Signal will return from the chat from his temporal 3-second ban. For,
it's only 5 minutes. He can make a cup of tea.
Yeah, he can eat some insert Italian stereotypes.
Yes. Will that be tea, or will that be a martini, or will it be something else?
I don't think
1.31. He's back just when you thought it was safe. Oh dear. I think someone's being naughty. I think someone has manually destroyed him. But what he did say beforehand was 131. Well, he was basically saying
131
that,
question mark and then timed out.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. Can't fold it.
I don't know why that's happening. I think Nightbot's turned into a what it's turned into a
evil Nightbot.
Yes, it's just turned into me. It's just got, someone's programmed Nightbot to just be me right now. This is drama. I think I've broken Nightbot today. Not much actually going on, by the way. Please put your questions down below if you have anything. Just do feel free to put it below. If it's motorsport related, we'll answer it. If it's just about anything in general, we might answer it. If it's about cheese, I'll answer it. I like cheese. What's your favourite cheese in the chat? Don't know. Random question. I like Wensleydale, as long as it's not too mature. As long as it's not very mature cheese. I like just kind of normal cheese, like kind of just Wensleydale in general.
Wensleydale.
Yeah, Wensleydale. Just
Red Leicester. Not to be mixed up with Red Ken, which was Ken Livingstone, which is a totally different thing altogether.
But it's not cheese. That's what I'll give it. It's definitely not cheese.
Oh, somebody was hitting a sign. Who is that in the yes?
Pollux.
I thought it was a load of that as well.
Yes, a load of Pollux getting in the way of Mayo right now. Mayo's going to come through.
No!
Oh well, never mind. Well, that's happened. That is going to be one very angry piece of mayonnaise.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be Hellman's in there now, isn't it? Sorry.
I don't know what Pollux was doing there. Well, that was absolute Pollux there for him.
Talking of that, there's a wonderful thing on the chat, which I'm not going to repeat. Oh dear, no. I can't condone saying that. I can't condone saying that. You should bathe more often, that's all I can say. Anyway.
Oh, everyone's getting very close there.
Yeah, Pollux is probably thinking, well, that's, I need to go.
Pollux is thinking about his username right now, I think.
Definitely.
Oh, insert username.
So Pirelli's pushed out to 22 seconds. I don't think he's going to pit. I think he's going to gamble on staying out there. If he can keep racking up 134s with 17 laps left, it's not worth him pitting.
Poor Mayo, though. He has been wiped out of, existence. Look about the dinosaurs being wiped out of existence. Mayo's been wiped out of existence there.
We have the vaporized pit crew again. They're all predators. And if you haven't seen Predator, he is ugly, so they do deserve to wear helmets. Which is another thing completely. In the meantime, we have Flayboy, who is currently in 8th. We're down to 10.
Here is that. Pollux is gone. He is.
Yeah, I think he's died, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's well and truly dead. Peter! He's battling. Is that?
This this is a battle. Is this Vectro? No. It's.
Oh, it's just two different lap cars, actually. That's interesting. Pete's in between. That's Ferrelli, and I'm presuming that's Ibrit behind him here. It might be Ibrit. I'm going to guess if it's Ibrit, but let's find out. It is Ibrit.
Yeah, it is. So is he trying to unlap himself?
Yes, he is. Well, he's coming back through in this race there. They've just been lapped by, both been by...
His car still looks a worse for wear, mate.
He's got through there. Pete letting him through there. Now, we'll have blue flags waving for him, so he might get a penalty. He's going to have to let the car back through, isn't he?
It's not necessarily, because if you're allowed to unlap yourself, if you're running faster, if what's probably happened there, he's changed his tyres, because obviously he went in a pit, so he's probably got fresher tyres. He's probably come out fresh, and therefore he's able to unlap himself, quite possibly. That's certainly doable.
Let's hope no penalty strikes for him. Well,
I know in the rules it says you are entitled to unlap yourself. If you are faster, if you've gone in for a tyre change and you are faster, then you are allowed to unlap yourself. And again, in that respect, if you weren't technically faster, then you shouldn't really fight with another car. But if you, at the moment, it looks as if he is. It looks as if he's got the pace.
Catching him up to the leader, actually. He's actually catching to Ferrelli right this second. Now, it's not uncommon for when you come out of pit lane to be quicker than even the race leader. I've experienced it in the wrong ways, catching to the race leader and then crashing into them, incidentally. But
I do think Ferrelli's starting to struggle. I do say struggle in inverted commas. Struggle for him is probably still better than my best, but he's. If you look at his lap times now, watch him do something stupid. Now I've said this.
I wouldn't expect him to. It's kind of awkward here. Do you think Ferrelli will just kind of let him through naturally, just so there isn't any chance of contact, or it's really awkward, isn't it? I think he will if he gets tight enough. I think he will if he gets tight enough. It's not worth. Ferrelli's got a 24-second lead. He's still pulling out. He's still pulling out that time. Well, he's not. The gap is closing now. It's 23 seconds on 25, so he's closed a little bit, but not enough.
That lap was faster than the last. His previous lap was 34.9. That's a 34.2, so he's definitely staying out. But it's interesting to see. There you go. Ibrich done a 133.5. Mayo did a 142.2. He might have had a spin on there. Flip 132.088. Again.
The gap's closing though.
Yeah, it's coming. Still
lightly.
Just under 23. I think Ferrelli's just going to try and nurse it home for 13.
Yes, he's letting a few drivers through here. He's kind of got these. That is.
Again, he's going to get. He's going to get taken out. He's going to watch it there, going wide there.
Yeah, they're saying he should be able to get away with it in the shadows. People saying he get away, drive to get away with it there. Of course, it's not like it used to be. I remember a few seasons ago, running right there was. About as bad as getting the death sentence really from racing stewards here. That they were
choosing
very
the wrong lane to go down. That was another thing.
Also choosing the wrong lane. That's also very
2
bad.
out of 3 ain't bad.
I think might get ahead of Ferrelli here. I think Ferrelli surely he's got to think about this. He's what was it? 13 laps to go. He could probably lose about a second or two, but you can see his best lap there, 36.9. He's struggling now.
Yeah, he is starting to a bit, but unless he's just, like I say, nursing it a bit. He's still got a 22-second lead. If Pete obviously gets that close to him, from Ferrelli's point of view, he may as well just let him by.
It is interesting to see.
It's not worth having a battle. Everything to lose, nothing to gain.
And SharePlay stops in 5 minutes, so...
So it does indeed. That means I can be jettisoned into outer space.
Yeah, just like, insert...
Alien.
Yeah, Alien. Or Portal 2, which is also one of the best video games of all time. If you've ever played it, you'll understand what I mean there about getting jettisoned into space. Oh my god, the moon.
It's on the dark side.
It was the dark side of the moon. It's very scary.
So in the meantime, I think Vectro's in third place. If he ends up finishing third in front of Matteo, obviously in fourth, then he's probably in reality had a pretty good race, but I can't help but think he might be a bit disappointed if he finishes third.
I think Mayo just went off, by the way.
Matteo's right on the back of Vectro. So
yes, and indeed he is, and actually behind them, Flip-Flip's catching up as well. I've been noticing there is Flip-Flip as well. This could be interesting between these three.
Now, are they going to try and... Is Matteo going to try and stall Flip-Flip, or is Vectro going to let Matteo fast? Because Matteo's got the pace by the look of it.
Yeah, surely
Vectro might be struggling a bit. So I think there's no point in them taking each other out. That's just going to be stupid.
Well, we know what happens if they do now. We'll know who to blame it on, but hopefully they don't crash. But well, here's where the action begins, and we've got 13, well, 30 in a bit laps to go here. You're wondering, by the way, we did have some technical issues earlier, so of course we do not have any live replays to present you today. Hopefully our boffins in the tech booth can get that mended soon.
I'm sure we will. T-3 and counting.
T-3 before he's jettisoned into the atmosphere and
I need some oxygen. I'm sure my wife would be straight on for the life insurance. Sorry, I cancelled it, love. Oops.
Oh, Matteo made a mistake there. And now he's going to be under serious pressure here from Flip-Flip.
See, I think he's holding Flip-Flip off. I really do.
That could be tactics.
Yeah, I really do think that's what he's doing. Oh, because I think it's inexorable, though. I think Flip-Flip will get past both of them. I just think as a driver, he's as good as anything else I've seen outside of sort of Pirelli and Cash. So
indeed, it's going to be close to see if Flip-Flip can try and make a move. He is catching up here, but well, it's kind of this area where he can really catch up, and well, if he can or not, it's a different matter. And that 36 and 47, Pirelli, Allo, Vectro, Matteo, Flip-Flip, Pete, Hussar, Playboy, Mayo, and Ibrit are your top 10, and only 10. Out of the race, we have Pollux, and I think who else was there? And,
we had Phoenix.
Yes, and Phoenix, and of course Cat as well, who jettisoned himself out of the lobby with a disconnection.
Yeah, I would imagine he's not too impressed. Can't say I blame him, it's no fault of his own. But I think Heike was saying earlier that he had the same sort of issue, I think, in race 2 in multi-class.
Yeah, it seems there's a glitch going on for pole position, that it's very high chance that they get, well, disconnected and get in the boot. Hopefully that is not the actual case, but if it is, then that is a serious thing. T-minus 1 minute, by the way.
Oh, jettison. It's like the Jetsons. I'll have to remember that too, but no way.
Nah, Thunderbirds.
Definitely FAB fun. Yes. But did we actually know what that stood for? That is the question. As we watch Flip-Flip, probably getting really frustrated by Matteo at the minute. As Vectro manages to
just about pull away.
Seconds. He's got to make a move in the next lap or two.
Well, you want to be careful though. Flip-Flip doesn't want to be too desperate here. Do you remember though? Vectro has a penalty of 1 second, so anything can happen, and it usually does.
Definitely does. No two ways about that. Will certainly happen. This will be interesting here, down at the bottom here, which way he's going to try and outbrake it, because that's the move he's pulled twice. To good effect.
Indeed. He's catching up, and off, and now out goes Scott, and down the inside goes Flip-Flip. He makes the move. Yes, does he do it? Can Matt get the undercut? No, he can't. Great move from Flip-Flip to 4th position.
Thought he might do that. Every chance.
Scott's logged. He's logged a share play up. I can't. No.
What's happening?
You've launched share play up.
Oops. Has that now gone? we
No.
both still there? What's actually happening? Has the Earth ended?
You need to end your share play so I can start mine.
Oh my God! Stop one there. Are you there? Earth to Major Tom. Earth to Major Evil. Yeah, we're all there. Hey.
Everything's
give you a bit
good.
of excitement.
Under control.
Everything's there.
Everything
Whoever
is
said it
A-okay.
Yeah, we thought we'd give you some excitement, guys.
Bit of excitement. Round control to Major Tom with a bit of Bob Ross involved.
Yes.
And a bit of Bobby Davro. You don't know who that is, you're too young. It's ironic when you're older than me. But look him up, it's hilarious.
This is true. Yes, this is true. So let's have a look. Who's too young? We don't know. Is anyone too young?
Yeah. How old is too young? I mean, unless it's under 16 in Rick's case as well. It's very much too young in different ways.
It depends who he is. I mean, too young could be a guy from South Korea. That's his name. Too young.
And too young, yeah, could be.
Yeah. It's like how high. It's like how high is a Chinaman, and somebody says 5'3". No, how high is a Chinaman? That's his name. See, it's easy to do. Easy to do. These brain teasers. Well, they
Or
tease my brain
kidnapping,
anyway.
or
Yes.
what the fuck?
Who?
All names, by the way.
Bricks over here. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, flipping
over
lots
there.
of bricks.
Yes. So that brings us to any thoughts for driver of the day on here. I mean, you can't discount Pirelli for the Imperious race. I think Vectro's had a really interesting race. For me, without sounding horrible to Pirelli, just discounting him because he is as good as he is. I'd probably say flip. That's my.
There is a poll up, by the way, on the apparently on the top right.
Yeah,
you can
top
actually
right
get a thing and actually vote for your driver today. I can't on the phone for some reason, but it is there if you're on the computer. Bonus.
To get into it.
You got to get into it and vote for your driver of the day, and of course, our beautiful man in the year will tell us the results hopefully after it's done.
Yeah, and if you're watching this on +1, please do not phone in or anything, you know, because your vote won't count. You might still be charged. And you
Well, that is a reference. That is such a reference. Oh my God.
And we may even send you postcards from the Seychelles in our private villa that we've just been able to purchase with the ill-gotten gains that I've just spoken of. In the meantime, of course.
That just reminds me of like a TV show. I don't know if you can remember it. It was called 50/50. If you're British, you may remember it. It was a beautiful TV show from back in the early 2000s, which is absolutely bonkers. We're not talking about 50/50 Breadbot. It was a TV show. Look it up if you've never watched it. It's very weird, but brilliant. I think it was on BBC back in the old days as well.
If you want to be really nostalgic as far as game shows go, Sailor of the Century.
Oh, indeed. Or if you've ever watched, if you're about my age, you probably would have remembered the likes of Jungle Run back on the old TV and stuff like that. If you don't, then that means you're really, really old. I mean, unless you're the 2 that are in my year, in which case I feel really young. But never mind. In the meantime, flips on the back of Vectro.
Battle going on. I think once he got past, I think Matty was trying to hold him up as best he could for all he was worth. I think he was going to do the sacrifice in order to try and keep Flip away from Vectro, which he probably did hold him up for a little while. But Flip is lapping faster than anyone else on circuit at the moment.
It's finally get a camera change as well.
I think it's a matter of time until. It's a matter of time, I think, before he gets past. He's got 6 laps, so he's probably going to have to make an effort, but he wants to get close enough to Vectro so that when they get down to the bottom, down to what I'm going to wonderfully call the U-bend,
yes,
that he can give Vectro plenty of, you know what?
AKA the hairpin.
Yes. and obviously he can. I just think event sounds good. So he can probably try and outbrake him there into that corner, and that's his best chance. I think that's where he's going to make the move. He's done it 3 times now in the race, and I think that's his modus operandi, I think, as they're going to say with that.
But like, remember, they always say things only happen in threes, just like this week, by the way, 3 deaths. So in the world, actually. So that's actually.
Well, the good thing is, hopefully, nobody else will die. So
yes, let's not have another 2016.
No, we don't want those. When you're saying that, we probably can't actually, unless we go back in time.
Indeed, I don't want to go back in time for various reasons.
No. I guess we my mother again. No, don't want to go there. No, anyway. In the meantime, I think this is going to be the fight between now and the end of the race. Looking at the gaps between everybody else, Matteo's 3 seconds behind. He's trying to make a move here for his left.
Better mistake there.
Yeah, I think he tried to push it a bit too much then, didn't he? I don't know why he doesn't just wait it out and go where he normally goes. So let's have a look. I mean, at the moment I can't see anything there. Let me see. Somebody's just asking me something, and I'm just seeing if I can see anything. No.
No.
That's my answer. Answers on the postcard to London W128QT. Yes, I remember that too. I know, terrible.
Everyone in the chat, do send something to that postcode, by the way. I'm just curious what would happen.
Yeah. It'll actually be returned to sender because it used to be the old BBC television centre, Wood Lane, London W128QT. I used to watch Blue Peter.
Yes, Blue Peter. Everyone remembers that back in the day. It still goes, by the way. It's not as good as it used to be back in the early 2000s. In fact, back in the 70s.
Nowadays you get done, don't you? Nowadays you get done for putting him in the fridge. That's why Peter goes blue. But anyway, in the meantime, of course, we're 42 laps in. We're 5 laps left to go, and this is definitely the battle between now and the end of the race. Everybody else is pretty well spaced out. Matteo is sort of 3 seconds behind, but again, what comes into play? The 1 second penalty that Vectro's got. Assuming it's still 1 second. I think it is. I don't know whether there's any way of just seeing.
Yep.
Yeah. That was what you call a flash.
A flash and you miss it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's what Trigger would call a shooting star, because when you blink, it disappears. Look, there it is again. Anyway.
Indeed, hopefully the shooting star isn't too big, and if it is, then everyone will die.
Yes, as in vis-a-vis Dinosauria.
Yes, or aka just anything that involves a massive meteor crashing into the Earth and actually hitting stuff, like that big crater that's somewhere in the world. I can't tell you where it is, because I can't remember, but it's in America. I can't remember what it's called.
There is one, I think, in the Gobi Desert. I'm not sure when it's in Gobi Desert, but the Atacama Desert. I'm trying to think.
Atacama, I think.
I don't think off the top of my head, which is usually the norm for me at the moment. Thinking.
Indeed, all, you know, just all the craters on the moon, because it's basically just one big, well,
made of cream cheese.
Yes, it's made of Wednesday dough. That's a reference again.
We're gonna start, aren't we? Anyway, so here we go. 43 of 47. I don't think he needs to get near enough at that corner to outbrake Vectro. It wouldn't surprise me, you know, if it happens on the last lap.
It wouldn't surprise me if there'll be a massive thrash between them. I'm not going to quote Vectro's. I'm not going to quote it in cursive, but if it does happen,
it's got the potential. It's got the potential, hasn't it? 44 out of 47 now. Looking at what's Vectro got fuel-wise, we've got 26 in. Vectro's probably got more fuel than because he was carrying 100 earlier on. 24.1 now.
Right, well that's
burned quite a lot then.
Well, it's a Lamborghini. It's basically an Audi. So,
they're fuel leaders. And of course, the good old Nissan. Who would have ever thought that you could turn around and say a GTR is more fuel economic than anything else? As good old Ferrari is now 18.8. It's coming down a little bit, but he's still maintaining the laps, which, considering his tyres must be virtually, I would to say they're shot, but they're probably not going to be looking great at this point in time. But I think the strategy works.
Bad day for Ferrari, isn't it?
Yeah, that's.
And here we go then. Is this close enough?
He's gone.
Oh, no,
he's
did
tipped him. He's tipped him, but I think he's going to wait. I think he's going to wait and do the right thing. Yeah, well done.
The right thing there, sportsmanship there, but
yeah.
He tried it. But I told you they would have crashed.
But that was good. That was good and bad within 5 seconds, wasn't it? That was everything that you don't want and everything that you do want within a very, very short space of time.
Have a Victor in the chat. He won't attack, playing it smart as he crashed into him. So good one there, see. Or not.
Is flip on a roll? Is that a jam roll? I don't know.
Well, it might be. It might be a disco roll.
Swiss roll?
It could be a Swiss roll. It could be a sausage roll.
Could.
At least it's not. I can't remember. Who was it? If you're over the charisma, if you ever remember, I can't remember who was it that did all those adverts of there. It's just really, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's hilarious.
Are you thinking of? Are we talking about savoury products here?
Yes.
Yeah. Could it be someone like Ginsters or something like that?
Nah, I think it was. I think it might have been. There was a shop began with them, okay? Morrison's, I think it was.
I was going to say Mothercare, but yeah, really, no. Marks and Spencer's, yeah, it could have been.
It was definitely food.
Yeah, they do food. Well, they used to.
Food.
In the meantime, is he going to go? Look at this gap. Close up now. I mean, to be honest, out of that hit, I think Vectro came out of it better. Because Flip gave him the run to go away and actually gave him
he hit him in the side.
A bit of a gap.
Now, it is lucky, by the way, that Vectro didn't flip over because, well, we do know how easy on this game it is to roll the car over, especially for me, and going out of the map. That's something to do. Yeah, because it's flip that rolls over. Flip flips you over and then also flips. That's a lot of flipping.
Yeah. Flipping out. That's all I can say. I can't say anymore. Awesome. This is going to be intriguing now. He's got to make a move. He's got one more lap after this. He's got to do,
well, this is where desperation sits in.
I think they got their fuel a bit wrong, shall we say. With 20 litres left, or 22 litres left. But again, I suppose it's better to have more than less. There is one unfortunate racer that we can't think of who will vouch for. If you know who that person is, don't look back, hit it on the flag, on that chat, as we currently watch Pirelli Jr., who almost got forgotten really in the grand scheme of things, but that's in credit to him. But he only finished with his lead got short by quite a bit, but in all fairness...
Yeah, quite a little bit. Let's see though, Vector and Flip coming through this area again. Is there going to be even more carnage here? Not this time, it's going to be our last lap then.
Dude, that's his place. That's his place where he got there.
It will be that last lap drive then.
Yeah, Flip ain't close enough, unless Vector makes a mistake.
Well, let's not quote either of them, and let's hope there isn't any more contact between the pair of them. Quote, end quote.
It was good sportsmanship, you got to give it that, and I think that eventually it did benefit Vectro because Flip gave him probably a bigger lead than he would have had Flip backed off him.
Though saying that though, Flip is actually on the podium by the way, because Vectro has a penalty.
Of course, he's got that 1 second. If there's less than just a gap at the moment, it's just under a second, isn't it?
Well, it's just over a second
it's
actually.
tight, isn't it?
It's going to be extremely tight between the pair of them. By the way, just coming through the last corner now. Maybe this was the last corner. There we go. Perfect timing. Pirelli Jr. comes to the last corner and he's going to, well, he's going to definitely win. He's definitely going to close up on the championship because, of course, catching its disconnection earlier on. Pirelli Jr. comes to the line and wins here in Sonoma Raceway.
He certainly does, and he was struggling with those tyres at the end. There's 6 seconds.
Pip's got ahead of Vectro. Vectro's been hit off,
Vectro's
he's gone off, hasn't
Vectro's gone.
Has there been contact?
No, he's gone. I don't know, because I think Flip Flip would have let him go if that would have been the case.
Or is Vettori still on the circuit? That's controversial there. If there has been contact, let's hope it wasn't. And let's hope Vettori may have made a mistake. We'll try and get an answer from afterwards.
I've got the benefit of watching this about 20 seconds behind. So I will get to look at this again, just to get a definitive look at it. But I would have thought that Flip Flip might have given it in otherwise.
Vettori will finish 4th. Matteo is going to finish in 5th. And then it's going to be Pete. And then it's going to be Ibrit. Oh, there's 2 Petes.
How many points is he going to collect for that?
Well, how many points do you get for 10th?
I think it is 8 off the top of my head. 8 or 7.
So 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 times 8 is 64.
64. It certainly is. You did.
I ate an 8 until I was sick on the floor. 8 times 8 was definitely 64.
Absolutely.
So, Pirelli Junior wins here today from Allo Champs. Flip Flip, after potential issues with Vettori, finishes 3rd. Vettori 4th. Matteo 5th. Pete is 6th. Hussar 7th. Play 8th. Mayo 9th. Ibrit 10th. Pollux is 11th. Phoenix was 12th. And out of this race was, of course, Castanet from the beginning.
Superb effort from Flip Flip at the end to get himself. I said he might get a podium. He did. Quite impressed. Yeah, we don't. I just tried to look back at the footage, and it looks like I think Vettori went on his own there. I don't think there was any contact.
Indeed. Well, we've been told to wrap it up. So, from all of us here in the commentary box, a beautiful race here today. And until next time, we'll see you.